Good early morning, peoples. It is Wednesday morning, and I just got the update for Group D Actuals. So, as usual, close on many, off on some. And I think YieldMax sent us a message on what they want to do. At least on one of these, I think there was a clear message. Let's jump in here on Appley. I had 47 cents. They were up 3.3. Their yield is 29.30. I had them paying a 42.30 yield. Let's see what they actually paid. This is for Aply, 43. So I was pretty close. They did pay a 42% yield. Okay, so that's starting out good. Let's take a look at Amzy. I had 59.5 cents. They paid a couple 59s. Did they drop to the 40s, move to the 60s or 70s? They haven't been in the 60s. They've been 40, 50, and 70. So let's take a look here. I had them paying almost 60 cents. Well, they showed me they paid 64 cents. Now that is a 50% yield. Nice yield on Amzy. All right, let's take a look at Disney, which is Diso in Ymax nomenclature. I had 35 cents because they were down 4.34% since the previous month's declaration. Didn't see any real revenue to drive it up. They paid 40 cents, 55 cents, 53 cents, 32 cents, 28 cents. So they're two threes, fours, and fives, right? So 20, 30, 40, and 50 cents. Let's see if I'm close. 27 cents. This was one of the lower ones. That down took them, I took them down, but I didn't take them down enough. Only a 25.24 yield, and their actual yield is 30.8. All right, moving along. I think I'm closer on this one. Let's see. Xyxy. I jumped them up to 68 cents based on them having paid 340s. Three times they paid 40 cents. One time they paid 50, another they paid 50, paid 60, and 2 months ago they paid 80. So I said, 60 to 80, that's where they're going to pay. This is a decent month. So I moved them up quite a bit. Let's see, did I move them up too much or not enough? Well, we'll find out. Oh, yeah, sweet. Doesn't get much closer to 68 cents than that, people. All right, let's see if I can keep it up for a couple here before I likely miss out on Misty. Okay, AIYY. I had 18 cents. I had them up 2 cents more. Now, look, they had paid 32, 32, 23, 32. So I had a feeling with this down 536 that it's going to still hang in there, right? Between 16 and 18. Let's see what the actual was. Whoops, got to put the cursor in the right place, Bruce. 18 cents, so two in a row. Well, all I did was set myself up for failure. All right, here goes, guys. I looked at this one ahead of time. A lot of it I just plug in. Here's what I said about Misty. They earn nothing. They had 97 cents in active synthetics across 4 or 5 synthetics, a total of 97 cents a share. It is Misty, after all, the GOAT. Misty has 35%, people. They've got like 45 funds, but out of all 45 funds, 35% of all the money invested in YieldMax. In other words, Misty is the keystone for YieldMax. Okay. They've never paid under $1 in 19 or 20 payments. But when you start going down, and what I mean by that, when Bitcoin is close to all-time highs and you're trending down instead of trending up, they're normally 30 or 40 when Bitcoin's up near its tops. and then they come back down to 20 and then they take off. They have not taken off. So they've been a huge disappointment. So what are they going to do here? Their backs are to the wall. Well, every time I've seen that with my favorite funds, Coney and Pulte, they let me down. So I sold them. Okay. I'm selling Misty now, regardless of what they report. But I said I'll collect this payment. I'm selling Misty because Misty hasn't shown me, along with MSTR, that they can compete with the current BTC income funds. They used to beat those funds. They're now losing for 4 months to those types of funds, and it's becoming evident. They may switch back and go back to GOAT status. I hope so for Misty holders' standpoint. There's a lot of you out there, but I'm not sticking around any longer. All right, what did they pay? Well, they did what they should have done with many other funds, and they pretty much had to do here. They could have done 101. If you'd asked me they're going to pay $1, I said, yeah, $1 to $1.05. So they didn't. They came out and paid 75% yield when they didn't earn a penny, and the IV is 50%. So you can have Scott, you can have all these theorists explain all day long how they calculate it. Guys, it's subjective. They meet with two people, okay, two of the options, one the co-CEO and one the actual fund manager, and they meet with the owner of YieldMax, if you will, and they decide. And when you got the biggest fund, so that tells me something. But guys, it's beyond return of capital. So all you that are banking on this huge money at the end of the year, I got news for you. I don't see them having any money unless they pick up. So I got people in my Discord. I got people, wait, the next four payments are going to be up, 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 up. I hope so, but I don't believe it, right? I'll be the first to tell you I'm wrong. I'm wrong on this. I'm massively wrong on this. But guess what? I'm still a shareholder right now. So I got over $1,000 coming in just because I waited to get the payment. And I thought, will they? Yeah, they'll probably pay $1, but I'm not going to put $1 out here. I'm going to put what I actually thought they would pay. All right, SMCY. Am I going to blow it again or am I closer? They're up 10.6. But guys, when I looked at it, they didn't have any bank money. They had huge money in unbooked. So I said, they're going to pay $1 or something. What's the stock price? The stock price is high enough. It's 20 something. They're not going to drop below $1. I had them $1.35. Well, they even overpaid that. $1.85. Now, it was up, guys, but they didn't earn that. All right, let's go to Yqqq. So I'm happy. I know a lot of people in SMCY and a lot of people in Misty. So for that part, I'm very happy for you guys. I don't own any SMCI or Y if you want the income fund. All right. Nothing wrong with it. Just don't own it. Can't own everything. 17.94, 18 cents. I had 23 cents. Okay. Now, look at this. This is kind of ironic. Now, the price is higher, guys. Right? Current price is 32, but it sure outpays Misty. Now, I'm not selling, and you know what the answer would be in total return. Misty would have a much better total return because Wntr, which started out at $50, is at $32, people. That's not pretty, and it hasn't been out anywhere near as long as Misty. But it pays, right? They probably have to pay you to keep you in the fund. $1.65. So I'm back on my accuracy, guys. And you know, what can I say? Those of you that said it'd be $1, I said it could be. That's going to give a big indication. I don't think YieldMax is stupid. They would have probably been stupid and lost a lot of people if they paid under 80 cents. I think there's a certain percent of people that would have taken the 80 cents and above. But if they'd have paid 50 cents, which is probably what they should have paid because that wasn't even earned, okay, then they would have lost millions of people in that. That fund has a, massive following and buying. All right, guys, let's go to Ymax. These are more boring. I'll give you 4 at a time. Although Gapudi is kind of my favorite now. It's taken over from Lethargy, but they both, the portfolio approach, it's more like an ulti, right? But they are declining. Lethargy's declining. I'll have to check Gapudi, but they are paying. All right, let's, Bruce, get the data. Give them the data. All right, people, here's 4. Oh boy, the accuracy was coming back. 17 and 1646 on Ymax. A lot of you guys saw my stuff, and I compared Roundhill and their potential fund of funds and the same 10 stocks with YieldMax. It didn't look good, and then I threw Ymax in there. Well, YMAG is back to, it doesn't matter. They've paid 20, 15, 12. When they decide to go low, looks like it's, you know, every 5th payment, they go low, and I mean low, 7 cents and 5 cents. Now, I know they have 2 payers in 3 of the funds and 1 payer in 1 of the funds. So obviously, this must be the time when the 1 payer pays. All right, if you don't understand that, it'll take a little bit to explain it. Some of you do. Lethargy. 47.37. Boy, I am back on. 2 of my favorites, and I nailed them. Well, I was a penny and a half off here. I was less than a penny on this one, so I'll take both of those guys. Decent yield, 64% on Lethargy and Gapudi 34.88. How are we doing on the NAV? See, the current price, these were $50 launches. So even though it's yielding less, I like a $47 on a $50, 50.5 launch a lot better than I like a $38 launch on a 50. It hasn't been around that long to lose $12. Now, you're still ahead of the game, but what is that total return? It's something I need to cover. All right, let's do 4 more of these. And we'll save ulti. By the way, I did buy like another 1,000 shares of ulti just to be in it some more. I don't, that's like nothing to me, because it's been fairly consistent. I'll take the income, especially when a lot of it's ROC. So um, I will buy some YieldMax funds, but there aren't many. I'll tell you that right now. I'm moving away from them much more than I'm moving to them. But I thought I'd throw that comment out that I did buy an additional 1,000 shares of Ulti. Okay, S Diddy. Can I stay on track here, people? 1463. 85%. I'll take it. What about Q Diddy? I probably had 16 cents and I probably missed it. It was 19 all the way across. But maybe I didn't. Do I remember? No, I don't. 17. All right. I like that 2.5 cents of being off. R Diddy. I think I missed this one. I think I was 30 or 32. That's a decent payment, guys. Almost a 40% yield. All right. What do we have here? Oh, I was close. 35 on 37. I'll take that. All right. Ulti, I said, I want to say 10 cents, but I'm afraid it'll be in the 9. So I'm going to go as close to 10 as I can go. And you know what they paid people? They paid pretty low 10s. 10,008. I'll take it all day. I own Ulti, right? Just added 1,000 shares, so I'll get this payday. All right, kudos to Ulti for remaining 84.68. If this NAV can hold like it has been, and they want to pay me 84%, I'll take it, people. 84 was 0. 80 was 0. Love it all day, every day. You give me a 50% payer with a 40 or 45% NAV erosion, no thank you. Okay. Chippy. Let's see. Did they stay 37 or higher? I have a feeling they did. Yes. 41.51. Oh, they had a 42 and a 40. All right. Well, they were up a little bit. All right, guys. That's what I got for you for YieldMax Group D. I'm sure you SMCY, Ulti, and Misty owners, and I'm in two of those three. I don't own SMCY, but I own Ulti, and I upped my Ulti. Okay. I will be selling my Misty. Just FYI on that. If they turn around and perform, I'll be back in it, guys. You can always go back. All right, so just to reset, people ask me to recap, especially if you're driving or something. So Appley, 43 cents. It paid 42.48% yield. Amzy paid 64 cents. That's a 50.51 yield. Diso, Disney, paid 27.38, 25.24 yield. How about Xyzy? It paid almost 68 cents, 67.85 for an 82% yield. You go, baby. It out yielded. Let's do this. That's not what I wanted. Let's take that back. Let's highlight the big boys. Let's highlight the 80 and 100% payers. And we get Ulti in that, we get SMC in that, and we get XYZY. Sorry, Misty, you didn't make the cut. All right. So, where was I? AIYY, 57.89. A puny little $4.06 stock. Going to yield you almost 60%. All right, Misty, $1.18 if you're on the road, 75.49%. It was down 4.81. It continues down, people. Okay, SMCY paid $1.85 on a 20, well, current price is 22.86. Okay, but that is a beautiful yield, $1.85, 105% yield. YQQQ, 1690. It's not the time to be short the Qs yet, people. Wntr, outstanding, 65.65% yield. Okay, Ymax 62.29 paid 16.46. Ymag paid 7 cents. Lethargy, I'm just going to give you what they paid. 47 cents. Gapudi, 31.5 cents. S Diddy, 14.5 cents. Q Diddy, 17 cents. And R Diddy, 0.3461. Ulti for the win. 10.1008. Slightly above 10 cents, people. Outstanding. Chippy, 41. Nice job, Chippy. 39.43% yield. And that's it, people. This is Bruce with Targeted Wealth Creation. Have a great Wednesday ahead and the rest of the week. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Bye for now.